Hello everyone, it is September 2nd, 2016, and I'm on my way to a wedding in Sellersburg, Indiana. I have a wedding today and I have a wedding tomorrow. The one in tomorrow is in Springhurst, which is an area of Louisville. It's kind of the well-to-do area of Louisville, and it's actually really close to where I work. For those of you who don't know, I do have a full-time job. I'm a restaurant manager at a local restaurant chain here in Louisville, Kentucky. The DJing just isn't prosperous enough yet to where it can become my full-time thing. I'm hoping to change that by this time next year, and this will hopefully be my only job. But we'll see how that works out. Sometimes those things don't always go according to plan. It just depends on how my marketing strategy does this quarter and next quarter, and how it will be translated into 2017's bookings. So hopefully everything pans out the way I'm wanting it to, because it would be great to be able to spend more time at home with my family, with my daughter. Again, for those of you who don't know me very well, I am very much a family man. I have wonderful parents who are very supportive of me. I have a beautiful fiance that's very supportive of me, and a daughter who she isn't biologically mine, but you wouldn't be able to tell. And I love her to death. She's something else. She makes my life worth living that much more. Anyway, right now we're just kind of going through the backwoods of where I live. I don't actually live in Louisville, Kentucky. I live in a little town called Smithfield, Kentucky. It's about 25 minutes outside of Louisville, and it's out in the country. I love it out here. It's quiet, and I can test my sound system in my garage whenever I want to. My neighbors don't care because they're a football field away and they can't even hear it anyway. So I will see you all again later at the gig. Ever wonder why I leave so early from my gigs? This is why. It's not even rush hour yet. It's only 4:30. Rush hour doesn't really hit here until around 5:30, and this is what I have to deal with about a mile from what we call the junction. And the junction is where 65, 71, and 64 meet. You can go south towards Nashville. You can go east towards Cincinnati. You can go west towards St. Louis, or you can go north towards Indianapolis. All in one small junction. So they are redoing it at the moment. They built a brand new bridge, and this is the congestion that you just have to deal with until it's completely done. And I have no idea when it's going to be done. They've been working on it for the past 2 years I've lived here, so who knows how much longer they've got left. Left the charging cable for my laptop at home. Luckily, Tyler was home today and she brought it to me. Tyler, you're an amazing fiance. Thank you very much for that. I don't know if I would have had enough battery to get through the whole night. It was estimating around 6 hours at first, but once I started up virtual DJ and started playing stuff, it went down to 3 hours. So I'm so glad that she was able to make it. It's the first time I've ever done something like that. Anyway, been very busy, provided sound for the ceremony and the reception, and yeah, hopefully we get some people dancing out here later and we'll get some clips of that. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
And that's it for that wedding. Tomorrow's a whole new wedding. Tomorrow's wedding is in, as far as I know, someone's backyard, so that'll be kind of interesting to see how that goes. I'm looking forward to it. The music list that they've given me for just like must play kind of things, I think it's going to be a really fun party. Everything on their list is top 200 requested stuff of all time. So like Shook Me All Night Long and Dancing Queen, and if I play off the top 200 most requested list, I'm gonna be gold at that place. So look for, well, I mean, it's gonna be the same video because this is a dual gig log. Yay! So stay tuned, there's more to come. Hello everyone. Hello again, I should say. This is part 2 of this gig log, and I'm on my way to the gig right now. It's a wedding, and as far as I can tell, it's in someone's backyard, which is pretty cool. I like doing outdoor events, and it seems like the trend here the next few weeks. Most of my gigs are outdoors. My one next week is outdoors, and my one yesterday was kind of outdoors. It wasn't indoors, but it wasn't outdoors either. So anyway, guests had a lot of fun yesterday. The bride and groom told me when they booked me, they're like, look, we're not dancers, and most of our family aren't either, but we figured we'd have a DJ. That way we could do announcements and have music for the ceremony and music for dinner and stuff like that. And I was like, hey, it's completely fine. And quite a bit of people still came out to dance, so I was all right with that. Anyway, stay tuned for more. We got a lot more coming up. Alright, so I'm all set up and ready to go. Kind of a weird setup. Don't have my facade because I'm way up on a deck. So the deck is raised up. So my crowd is way down there. That's kind of a really pretty setup. Fall style wedding. It is almost fall. It's September, so looks pretty good. Hopefully we have some dancing action a little later. Stay tuned. Not a whole lot going on yet. A couple of dances have already gone on. Speeches, toasts, Now they're all getting dinner. Not 100% sure how many people will dance today, just because it's not hot outside, but it is warm. So we'll see how things go.
Baby wobble, baby wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, yeah. Wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, baby wobble, yeah.
Wow. I can't believe this camera picks that up because it is dark out here. But this does have a really good low light camera. There's some dancing going on. Not a lot. Well, and that's that. Didn't take a whole lot of video there just because when they really started getting into things, it was dark. Although I will say the low light camera on the Galaxy Note 7 is amazing. And I know you're like, oh, that phone's been recalled, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I know it's been recalled. And if you look at every single person that's had an issue, they're using third-party USB-C cables that I'm willing to bet are not check-R compliant. So if you have a Galaxy Note 7 and you're using cheap USB-C cables, you're increasing the chances of your phone exploding or catching on fire. Now, with that being said, this is not an uncommon thing with cell phones, especially smartphones. Anything with a lithium-ion battery is prone to catching on fire or exploding. It's just the reality of it. You greatly decrease your chances if you use the stock charging cable or a check-R compliant cable. So when you're in the market for buying a longer cable like I did, I bought a 6-foot cable because it reaches when I'm laying in bed, where the 3-foot cable doesn't. I made sure it was check-R compliant. So no, I'm not gonna take my phone in and have it whatever. I'm confident that it'll be just fine, and I'm just glad to see that Samsung was responsible enough to do a recall, because some cell phone companies, I won't mention which ones, have had several incidences of their phones exploding and never issue recalls. So it's good to see that Samsung's doing the responsible thing. They even said that you had a more of a chance of getting struck by lightning than your phone exploding. So there you go. I don't know if it's necessarily food for thought, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, 2 weddings in 2 days. I'm tired. I have a headache so bad that it's resonating into my kneecaps. And I'm going to go eat my weight in Buffalo Wild Wings because I haven't eaten there in a while and it sounds good. Anyway, another wedding next week, so we'll be doing that. Stay tuned.